Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preacher of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. I am going to talk about one of the youngest revolutionary of Indian freedom struggle, and that is Khudiram Bose, and how he got motivated from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. The relation between his motivation and Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Khudiram Bose ideology and Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Shrimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhu from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense, pure book, the science and humanity. I am trying to propagate humanity on the basis of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into the life of Khudiram Bose. Khudiram Bose, who born on 3rd December 1889 and executed on 11 August 1908, was an Indian revolutionary from West Bengal Presidency, who opposed British rule in India. For his role in Muzaffarpur conspiracy case, along with Prafulla Chaki, and he was sentenced to death and subsequently executed, making him one of the youngest revolutionaries or martyr of Indian independent movement. One of the youngest martyr of Indian independent movement. Actually, Bhagat Singh was totally motivated from the life of Khudiram Bose. He stated, आपको लगता है लाला जी, आपको लगता है आज़ाद जी कि मैं वो बंदा हूँ जो खुदीराम बोझ नहीं बन सकता, मैं वो बंदा हूँ जो करतार सिंह सराभा नहीं बन सकता. अगर एक करतार सिंह सराभा की मौत एक भगत सिंह को आपके सामने खड़ा कर सकती है, तो एक भगत सिंह की मौत आपके सामने सैकड़ों और भगत सिंह खड़ा कर देंगे. सो खुदीराम बोस, he got motivated. Bhagat Singh got a motivation from Khudiram Bose, and Khudiram Bose got a motivation from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. How? So let's start. Let's get into the particular how he was following Srimad Bhagavad Gita at the time of his execution. Listen it very carefully. At the time, actually, this is written in his biography. At the time of his execution, on one hand, he holds Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and from another hand he raises slogan, Vande Matram, Vande Matram, Vande Matram. He stated like that. And Khudiram Bose, along with Prafulla Chaki, attempted to assassinate a British judge, Magistrate Douglas Kingsford, by throwing a bomb on the carriage, and they suspected the man who was in Magistrate Kingsford's, however, was seated in the different carriages, and the throwing of the bomb resulted in the death of two British women. And Prafulla fatally shot himself before he arrested. Prafulla Chaki shot himself before he got arrested by Britishers. And Khudiram was arrested and tried for the murder of the two women, ultimately being sentenced to the death, and he was one of the first Indian revolutionaries in the Bengal to executed by British. Khudiram Bose, one of the first revolutionary who executed by British in Indian freedom struggle. At the time of his hanging, at the time of his execution, Khudiram Bose was 18 years, 8 months and 11 days old. 18 years, 8 years. 8 months and 11 days old, and 11 days and 10 hours old, making him the second youngest revolutionaries after Madan Lal Dhingra. Madan Lal Dhingra, who executed in only 18 years. But after Madan Lal Dhingra, Khudiram Bose was become a second youngest martyr who actually sacrificed his life for India, for the nation. So this is how these people got motivation from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is how they actually work for the nation. And when we talk about Khudiram Bose, was a young radical leader of Bengal young and radical leader of Bengal, and he had in a depth knowledge of Hindu culture, and in his heart edged to see that a country known as a golden bird in the ancient time, golden bird जो सोने की चिड़िया भारत था, उसको वो देखना चाहते थे खुदीराम बोस, and was afflicted with the miseries of such a high magnitude, and he targeted British officials and was hanged at the age of 17. So not actually 18.5, and he had the words Vande Mataram on his lips. He had the words Vande Mataram on his lips. And on another hand, he heard Shrimad Bhagavad Gita at the time of his execution. And he strongly believed in karma. He strongly believed in niyatam kuru karmatam, niyata karma, prescribed duty he follow. And that's why actually he tried to take a revenge from the Britishers, from all kind of bad activities, all kind of the particular exploitations with the Indian people. He tried to take a revenge, and he became one of the youngest revolutionaries. And he became one of the one he became a first person from West Bengal who got executed by Britishers in Indian freedom struggle. So this is how our freedom fighters got motivation from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. So Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is the best way to motivate anybody's at the ancient time, at the medieval time, at even Indian freedom struggle, and even till now, even after 5,000 years has been completed of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, because before more than 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna preached Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the battle of Mahabharata, battle of Kurukshetra, and still we are using, still Srimad Bhagavad Gita is applicable in our current life. So we all have to follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We all have to get a motivation from Srimad Bhagavad Gita and try to make our India rather better than heaven from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which make all of us learn how to perform our prescribed duty without keeping any kind of attachment, without keeping any kind of material desire, without any kind of expectation. We all have to perform a prescribed duty for sake of performing prescribed duty. So this is how our freedom fighter got motivated from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. On another hand, he holds Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and from his mouth he was speaking. He had spoken Vande Mataram. He raised the slogan Vande Mataram with the holding hand of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Inqilab Zindabad. Thank you so much.